Welcome back. A second woman yesterday, made allegations of sexual harassment openly against former TERI chief Dr. R.K. Pachauri. And the pressure is now growing on him and TERI a day later. The Supreme Court has now asked the police to file a charge sheet within 15 days and sought a complete record of the investigation so far. The Delhi police also refuting allegations of another male employee being approached by Pachauri to get the sexual harassment case settled outside the court. Vrinda Grover is still with us. She is also not just the advocate for Ishrat Jahan's family, but she's also been an advocate for the complainant in this case. Ashish Dikshit, R.K. Pachauri's lawyer, is with us, and also the second complainant in this case. And I want to come to each of you on this. First to you, ma'am. You're the complainant in the case, and you've alleged that Dr. Pachauri read the manuscript of his novel, which had graphic descriptions of sex. You've alleged that you were given a sexually suggestive nickname. The question that will be asked is, why did it take you so long to come out and complain about this? Are you simply, in a sense, now looking to corner Dr. Pachauri? Is a view that might be expressed by some. How do you respond, ma'am?
Very true. I think it's an important question that needs an answer.
Vrinda, let the girl respond. Vrinda, let the complainant respond, and then I'll come to you. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm very sorry. Yes.
Not at all, Vrinda. Rajdeep, I've been answering this question since yesterday, honestly been badgered by it. The point is, and I hope we all hear it, yes. Well, this is not the first time I'm speaking about it. I am not, as you say, breaking my silence. I broke my silence while I was at TERI, while I was an employee there about a decade back.
Right.
I did what I thought was the right thing to do, which is approach the senior management and tell them what was happening with me. That's the first step. You know, I did not think of going to the police. That's the difference, I think, between the second complainant and the first complainant. I went to a very senior person and I told him what happened.
And
so
what was
I
the
did
response?
complain.
And what
However,
was the response?
The response, Rajdeep, was apathy, was disbelief. I was told that I had misinterpreted his warmth or his friendliness, and I told him that's not how really these gestures or his expressions would be read.
And why did you now decide that it's time to go public in terms of the fact that actually complain and file an official complaint with the police?
I did that again. I did that last year. It's not something that happened yesterday.
Right.
Last year in February 2015, when the first complainant came out, you know, with her statement, and I read in the press that Pachauri was totally denying it. He said that his computer had been hacked. I thought that was complete rubbish, and I remembered everything that had happened with me, and I wanted to rally with her,
right.
And that's when I came out, because I had moved on from, you know, I'd quit TERI, I'd moved on in life. That was an episode in my past. But then when I saw that this woman was struggling and that Pachauri was totally denying what he had done to her, I believed her, and I stand with her.
Can I bring you in, Ashish Dikshit, because what is now being said is that your client, in a sense, it's not just one woman, it's two women who have now come out in the open. I'm told there's a possibility of a third person also coming out in the days ahead. Doesn't that, in a sense, severely compromise your client? Is it not best that he therefore stays away from TERI till such time as these issues are settled?
Thank you, Rajdeep. First of all, let me clarify your initial remarks. It was not, the High Court has not directed to file the charge sheet. It was asked whether are you filing the charge sheet or not, and as I said day before yesterday, the investigation is already complete. Therefore, they are going to file the charge sheet. Number two, coming to this woman, this complainant who has just come yesterday into the public display, I am surprised that only when some hearing of Dr. Pachauri's matter is listed, a woman appears on television and says that I was also sexually harassed. If you remember, somewhere in July,
she says she has made, hold on, Mr. Dikshit. She says she made the complaint in February 2015.
I'll come back to that.
She made the complaint in February 2015.
I will come back to that. I will.
Stay
I am
within the
going-
stay
I'm
within
going
the domain
by
of law.
Get your
Do not
facts
attribute
right.
motives. Do not attribute motives, Mr. Dixit. You're a
moment.
lawyer. Stay
Just-
within the bounds
Miss
of
Grover,
law.
you don't need to shout because
Don't
your knowledge
misuse
of
the-
law
you
is
have misused-
absolutely
I
useless.
do.
And I'll tell
No,
you
no,
in a
please
moment
don't use
if you
this
let
kind
me
of
complete.
No, let's
Oh,
not cast
Mr.
personal
Dixit,
aspersions.
You do not even know how to speak to people in the profession.
No.
No, this is not,
Really,
let's
this is
not
not-
cast
this is
personal
not-
I don't
aspersions,
have
Mr.
to,
Dixit.
because please
Mr.
understand,
Dixit,
if
please
you are-
don't cast
if you are
personal
stopping me
aspersions.
in between,
I
let
am
me
asking
complete.
you. No, Brindaji, I'll handle this.
Is this the way you will
Brinda, I'll
conduct
handle
yourself?
this.
Rajdeep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. This is the complainant. Go ahead.
I was completing something because it is
Rajdeep, this
you
is
have
what
asked
happens.
Rajdeep one question to
Rajdeep.
me, that what you have to say.
Yes.
This is what you have to say.
Yes.
So let me clarify.
Yes.
It is my understanding, it is my perspective, and I am entitled to have one.
Yes, you are.
Number one, I doubt the timing of this particular woman coming into public light, because even when we were planning, when Dr. Pachauri was trying to get back to TERI and he had filed an application in the Sessions Court to get the permission to come back to TERI, a similar woman had appeared and said that she was also sexually harassed. Since July,
Is it
we are in
easy?
February,
Is it
we
easy for
have
so
no
many
clue
women
about
to
that
just
woman.
turn up and says they have been sexually harassed? You believe it's so
No, no.
easy for them to
That's
come
what
in the
that's what-
public domain
no,
like
that's
this? Is
my
this what
question
you're
is.
telling me,
No
Ashish
one
Dixit?
knows. No. Mr. Sardesai, that is my precise question. That you don't know who is this woman, what was her profile. Now come to the, and see, I am giving you this document. See, it was of 22nd of July when she appeared on NDTV, a day when my hearing was listed in Sessions Court. So my understanding is it is only to create a prejudice or a bias or create a public negative perception that yes, there is something wrong with Dr. Pachauri, that so many women have come.
Okay, I will.
Now let's
You made
come
your
to the
point.
complaint.
You made your
Now let's
point.
come to the, no, one moment. It's
Yes.
very important. The lady says, and her lawyer says, she had filed a complaint in February 2015. And we are in February 2016.
We have not
What
said
steps
that.
have they taken?
We
if
have
police
not
has
said
not
that.
taken
You have
any action?
misunderstood.
No, no.
Can I? Yes.
No,
Can I
no,
please
there was
come
a
in,
saying
Rajdeep?
that
Yeah,
Before
let-
you
2015
go
she
somewhere.
has
Rajdeep, I have only
that she-
2 minutes.
Mr.
May I please?
Yeah, let
Mr.
let
Dixit, you
Brinda
don't know your
clarify.
facts. I'm sorry to say
Let
that.
Brinda now
Sardesai,
clarify. Yes, Brinda,
Mr.
clarify.
Sardesai,
Can
you
I just
also
can I
said
just
that she
place
filed
facts?
some complaint in
Can I
February
place some
2015.
facts here? Mr. Dixit,
Yes.
I know you are a very learned counsel. May I just place some simple facts?
Yes, please
Okay.
do.
Now the facts are as follows. One, it is why do women not become public? Because this is the manner in which the hostility, the intimidation, the public slandering that they face when they're called, why have they come now? Why didn't they do this earlier? This is precisely why women stay quiet. Why women are scared of coming into the public domain. We have to change the manner in which no lawyer, no person should be allowed to speak in this language. This is sending a chilling effect. Making laws will be useless if councils are going to treat this matter in this manner. Secondly, what has she been saying? What has happened just now is not the High Court hearing. We don't even know. We are not a petitioner or co-petitioner. What has happened just now, Mr. Dixit, is that he has been given a superior post which has been created for him, and that is why it was time to go public, and also because in February of 2015, we did not file a complaint. We informed the DCP South, Mr. Premnath. I had a meeting with him at PS Lodi Colony on 26th of February, along with other police officers, saying what is the statements, that there are 2 women who wish to give statements, which would be material evidence under the Indian Evidence Act to the character and conduct of the accused. When I was told they would revert to me, I requested them to come to revert to me so that I could tell them who those women were. I'm not going to put that out in the public, and I'm sure you understand
Yes.
that the law protects us. I received no response from DCP South. I wrote a letter in April to the police commissioner. My letters remain unacknowledged. We want to give statements in the ongoing case.
Can I
they are
therefore-
material to certain conduct of the accused.
Ma'am, I've heard the 2.
However, the police is not coming forward. Even in this case, the police has taken a year to investigate. It is unheard of. What is this clout and influence that Mr. Pachauri wields? What is going on?
Ma'am, you
Why
made your
will the
point.
law of the land not apply to this man?
Ma'am, you made your point, and I think Mr. Dixit, you're making your point. you made your point. I just want the complainant to have the final word here.
May I just come back?
Yes, you have 30 seconds, Mr. Dixit. 30 seconds, Mr. Dixit.
30 seconds. I need 30 seconds. Number one, she raised one point that Mr. Pachauri has been promoted. I have clarified it's not a promotion. Dr. Pachauri was the chairman of the governing council and the director general.
Right.
As of now, he is the vice chairman of the governing council, which is for us is a demotion. And this is not a new
Okay,
post
you've made that point. My larger point is, should he not stay away from TERI? Mr. Dixit.
Number two.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Dixit.
Yes, number two. As I was hearing the previous debate, Ms. Grover was saying that investigation was being monitored by the courts in that matter. In the present case also, the magistrate is monitoring the investigation.
Yes, he is.
Doubt that magistrate is doing something injustice.
Mr. Dixit, he is monitoring it. My question is that till Mr. Dixit, now please hold on. Till the investigation, until your client gets a clean chit, my question is, why doesn't he stay away from TERI? That's all I have been saying, and that's all that's the stand we have taken. Nobody is saying your client may well be innocent, but if he is innocent, it has to be proven eventually in a court of law. That's all I'm saying, Mr. Dixit. And that's the question that people are asking. What is this haste to return to TERI even before the matter is cleared? But I want to give the complainant the final word. Ma'am, you've come through this debate, you've gone on other TV channels. Tell us today, do you regret in any way now having come public in this manner?
Not at all, Rajdeep. There's nothing to regret about. I mean, the only thing that I feel bad about really is this sort of media trial. All of you are asking me about why I'm silent, and in a way it's good that Mr. Dixit said what he did, because this is a demonstration of why, like Brinda said, women cannot come out. There's no conducive, safe, supportive environment for any one of us, and it's not just one or two of us. There are many other women who've been through what I did or what the first complainant has. But you know, create those environments for us to be able to come out. Don't shame us. Don't jeopardize our careers, our relationships. Don't taint our characters. And of course, we'll want to come out. And like Brinda said, we're waiting for the police to come and record my statement. I'm waiting for that to happen. But till that happens, please do not start this media trial and ask.
Mr. Dixit,
you come out only
Mr. Dixit, now let's. Mr. Dixit, you have made now. Mr. Dixit, this is not done.
Dixit, I don't think you've been listening to me.
Okay, ma'am.
Or to Brinda.
Ma'am, I think you made your point. I think you made your point strongly. I don't want a media trial. The last thing I want is to put you in the dock, ma'am.
Ma'am told me
no,
she's a witness.
No, Mr. Dixit.
She's a complaint.
Mr. Dixit, you have made your point.
And the onus is never, Mr. Dixit, there is no obligation on women who face sexual harassment to go to the police. I hope you know that. You're a lawyer.
Okay.
The onus is not on the woman. Please
okay, I'm going to leave it there. We've discussed, we've had two mic off, time off. We've discussed two contentious issues. When we return, I'm going to give a final tribute to those brave Jawans who lost their lives in Siachen. Through all these debates, think about them. Back when we return.
Congress President Sonia Gandhi has written to the Siachen hero's wife, saluting his endurance and willpower to serve the nation. She has added that Lance Nayak Hanumantappa has fought against the most challenging...
Hello and welcome to another episode of Gadgets and Gizmos. My name is Gaurav Prethi, and what's new? Well, we are in KL, Malaysia. It's a beautiful place where you find the tallest of the buildings, beautiful restaurants, clean roads and no cows. I wonder where...